train pulls in here. And you can see behind us the tunnel, so the underground section.
Yes, and that's where we're going to be heading now.
Yes, but before we do that, we have to have a bit of history about this bit.
Yes.
So, where we currently are, this bit was built by the Bakerloo Railway. Bakerloo and Waterloo Railway. It's not Metropolitan Railway anymore. We are the second company to build sections of the track for the current Jubilee line. And that is the Baker Street and Waterloo Railway, or Bakerloo line, which opened stations between here and Baker Street, the original Baker Street, which is currently the Bakerloo line platforms of Baker Street.
Yes, and this sort of brings me on to one of my points, is the Jubilee line, really, now it's properly complete, is really, in theory, Bakerloo Line 2.0.
It really is, yes.
So this bit was built by the Bakerloo Railway.
Yes.
There are still Metropolitan Line.
Yes.
There are still Metropolitan Line platforms there.
Yeah, but as you can see, this train here goes then, after Finchley Road, it now goes into the tunnels.
Yes.
And its next off, I believe, is off to its next station. As you can see, it's going down into the tunnels there. Off it goes.
Off it goes to Swiss Cottage.
Yep, so we're going to go onto that train and we're going to head to Swiss Cottage Station.
Let's go to Swiss Cottage.
Let's go to Swiss Cottage.
Right, and we are here at Swiss Cottage, the first underground station of the line.
Underground actually for most of the rest of the video now.
Yes.
Because this is like the longest section tunnel on the Jubilee line.
And this station was opened in 1939
by the London Passenger Transport Board
as part of the Bakerloo line.
Yeah,
and you can see it has still got a bit of Bakerloo line brown here.
It has. Bakerloo line brown, except now that it says Jubilee line on top of the roundabout, just in case you were confused as to what line you were on.
Yes.
Yeah, this is part of what was known as the Stanmore branch of the Bakerloo line. In the 1930s, in the late 1930s, the Bakerloo line took over operations of the section between Baker Street and Stanmore and built these two stations, Swiss Cottage and St John's Wood, in order to connect the current Bakerloo line towards Baker Street to the Stanmore branch.
And you can definitely tell it has a lot of the same architectural beats as some of the other deep-level Bakerloo line stations, like Marylebone.
Yeah, they do.
And other stations on the Bakerloo line.
These two, Swiss Cottage and St John's Wood, are the oldest underground stations on the Jubilee line.
Yes.
Which is, we're saying something because they're less than 100 years old. There are stations on the Northern Line which are way older than this. They predate these stations by like 40 years. But
you do have some really nice old signage
there.
You
do. It's kind of like an old signage. I think that Jubilee line sign that's there, that was there as when the line got converted in the 70s, which we will talk about later on down the line.
They haven't changed the tiles, so if it didn't say Jubilee line there, people might think that it's Bakerloo line due to the architectural beats being so similar to other stations on the Bakerloo line.
You can see here, like I like here, a nice history plaque on the Jubilee line, and some nice posters here on the jubilation, and the fact, and when this line was converted to Jubilee line, telling people, passengers, you're getting a new tube line here. It's going to be rebranded to Jubilee line. So yeah, if you are at Swiss Cottage, come and have a look and a read of these posters here about the history and how the Jubilee line came to be as it is today, because they really are an interesting read. This is kind of like,
so if we head out into this sort of
and you can, yeah, this is what I want to see.
Oh, and that is beautiful.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. This. How cool does this look? With the uplight, does it remind you of a Moscow metro station? And look at these escalators. Look how historic these escalators look. They're in old original brown. I think these were old wooden escalators that got converted. They didn't actually, they just replaced the actual steps. They didn't replace the frame of the escalator. And you can see this kind of like old, kind of brass and brown.
It is, again, giving this time more the modern end of the Northern Line.
Yeah. But yeah, this is I've never got at this station before, and honestly, I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
It's
it
a really,
definitely.
really.
But even this concourse, very Bakerloo line
It's very
vibes.
Bakerloo. It gives me Bakerloo vibes.
Yes.
It does give me Bakerloo vibes. Right, anyway, we're going to head back down the escalator and we're going to get a train to the next station, which is
Which is St John's Wood.
St John's Wood. Let's go. St John's
Let's go
Wood.
to St John's Wood.
Lord Station. Wait, I mean St John's Wood. Yes.
Aha.
Yes, because this is where the history of St John's Wood gets interesting, because this was a replacement station technically. So nearby here is the Metropolitan line. It's kind of whizzing up there somewhere. And on the Metropolitan line there was a station there called Lord's, which closed the day before this station opened in 1938, in 1939. So this was a partial replacement for Lord Station. Lord Station, actually, the platforms and everything are still there. Obviously, you can't see them anymore because they've been abandoned for almost 90 years now. But this was a replacement for the station. When this station opened at the same time as Swiss Cottage in 1939. So yeah, technically, and the plan I believe was actually to call the station Lord's, but then going with St John's Wood instead.
That's really cool.
It is, yes. That's kind of a big issue about St John's Wood. I was so fascinated about this station because, of its link to the original Lord Station on the Metropolitan Line. Obviously, we can't go to it because it's kind of obviously abandoned and is on the Metropolitan Line track side, and we can't do that.
Yeah.
We're not the London Transport Museum or tours.
But onto the architecture again.
Yes.
Very Bakerloo line architecture.
But if you look,
But
yes.
I don't know if you've noticed.
Yes.
But if you turn the camera this way, what do we have here? This is a new panel, more in the style of the upcoming in the series, Jubilee Line extension.
Yes. If you notice, actual wall titles here are very similar to that of Swiss Cottage. However, rather than having green in between, we have yellow on this one, which is very cool, a nice added touch. And again, like we had with the previous stations of Scottish, we have some kind of like tiling patterns on the wall. 55 Broadway there, which is a London Underground, or as it was then, LPTV headquarters.
Yeah.
That's the Parliament there with the crowns and everything. Whatever those birds things are, if they know, let me in the comments.
Birds. Yippee.
Yes, birds. And I am not too sure, but I believe there was actually a tile here that references Lord's cricket ground. If I can find it, I'm not sure if it was. I swear there was, but I'm going to have a look. If not, I'm a complete idiot. Ignore everything I've just said. Yes.
Yes.
Which underneath says Thomas Lord, after Mr. Lord himself, who opened Lord's cricket ground.
Yes.
So yeah, there is references even at a station which is no longer really called Lord Station. And again here, another one, Thomas Lord, and a little underground roundel over there. So yeah, I do like these stations. I heard they're just hidden details that the regular commuter travelling between here and central London just wouldn't notice. No,
I do like the addition of the yellow. It
does.
The station feel a bit more warm, a bit more welcoming than that of Swiss Cottage.
It does.
The mint green of Swiss Cottage made it feel a bit cooler. It made it feel a bit less welcoming.
Yeah.
And
yes, we do. We have the exact same here at St John's Wood.
Yes.
The same escalator style.
There is a very slight difference.
Which is?
First, the escalators are on the different side.
Yes, they are. For some reason, swept here.
The lights are a tiny bit different. In the ones in Swiss Cottage, they did not have a bit of glass covering the actual lights. Here they do.
Yeah, and again, same kind of escalators, same colour, and I do like that colour. It really is beautiful.
Yeah.
But if we go, look, you can see this kind of like nice little kind of ornate lighting on top. It's not strip lighting like you see on all the underground lines. It's kind of like nice, I call it ball lighting, really. I don't know if it's the correct technical name for it, but it does look quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives it a bit more kind of charm than that of Swiss Cottage. And there was also a fan over there for in case the station gets really hot during the summertime, which it does.
Yeah. It does.
But again, I do want to go up to Eskers and have a quick look at the ticket hall and see what's there, because I think it actually is slightly different to Swiss Cottage. So yeah, we'll go up this way and we'll show you what's up there.
To the trains! And we are here in the actual station building of
we're
St
here
John's Wood.
in the ticket office, yeah, and oh my god, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It really is beautiful.
Yeah.
Again, the Art Deco style, but look, it's kind of like a rounded design.
Yeah.
One problem with the ticket guy here, and he mentioned that it does get very windy here. I think because of the way you can see the wind and everything blowing everything around.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I do like this. I do like the station very much. And as you can see, the sign up there. I'm not sure whether you can read it on camera. I might get a quote out of it, referencing Lord's Cricket Ground, which is obviously very, very near. It's actually a 400-yard walk across the road in Wellington Road is to Lord's Cricket Ground.
Yeah. Let's not also forget this station is also very close to the Abbey Road Studios, where the Beatles recorded their album.
It is, yes. That is it for this part of the video, actually.
Yes. So we are now going to head on to another really interesting part of the Jubilee
we're going
line.
to head to the future from here.
Yes.
We're going to go from 1939 to 1979.
Whoa!
So we're going to jump a whole 40 years in the future. So, and we have a lot more interesting things to say about that section of the line.
So it's time to do some time traveling.
Yep.
And get towards 1979.
It is. But that's where we're going to end this episode today. I have been Ewan.
And I have been Willow.
And we will see you
next week or in the next episode. Time to time travel.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Bye.